Hello and what is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Miguel. You're watching Miguel EDC, the channel where we talk everything EDC gear here. And today we're checking out a brand new knife from Vosteed here. We're gonna go ahead and get into it. We have that smiley face, and you know what that means? That means Vanker lock, baby. That's right. So we're gonna find out what this one's all about. I'm doing the honors here with the Porcupine button operated top liner lock. We'll come back to that one in a moment for some size comparisons. But yeah, this one's linked down below, and it was just recently released. So let's go ahead and find out together. What are we looking at right here? We got a outline of the Vanker lock, Vosteed support, wiping cloth, and the raccoon sticker right there. We got the Belco pouch going on here, and without further ado, oh man, this is a good one, you guys. Bam, there it is. There it is. A nice, interesting knife from Vosteed. Let's go ahead and cut to the chase. We're gonna go ahead and take this guy out, and oh boy, man, they did it. They actually did it. They took the Corgi and put a Vanker lock on it, and they absolutely knocked it out. Check this out. By the way, if you're liking this gray background, let me know in the comments how you digging it as compared to the white one. Something different here for a change, but man, this thing is sweet. First of all, I mean, we got the milled aluminum going on here, looking very nice. I like how they have it here with the contour edges and the nice little ovals going on right there in the middle. That's looking pretty good. We got a deep pocket carry clip, which somehow is not reversible. I don't understand that part, but it seems like it could have been made reversible right there. They have done that in some other aluminum handle knives, as you'll see here, the Akita in a moment. But this is one of those knives that is really cool to carry on the DL, right? Check out how the blade tucks in completely into the handle. You don't even see the blade at all, just the handle, and it just looks really good here on the DL. Let's go ahead and see here. We got a front flipper. We got, of course, the button itself. It is a pivot operated kind of locking mechanism. And then check out this jimping back here. That's looking pretty good. So that's gonna work as, you know, like a back flipper of sorts. That's looking pretty nice. So let's go ahead and get this thing deployed here. I'm going front flipper route, baby. Bam, there it is. Nice and easy to deploy right there. I'm gonna give it a nice little wipe right here to see what we are working with. All right, we have a beautiful stone wash finish on this one. Check that out, flat grind and a beautiful drop point blade with a switch. S35 VN on this particular one. I do know they have two steel options, and I know for handle options they have aluminum and G10. So you can, I think this is a more premium version. There's a more affordable version of it out there, of course, as well. Very minimal on the branding here, right? Just a steel and Vosteed, and that's about it. So definitely digging that. On the close, oh yeah, liking that. Nice, very effortless front flipper. By the way, a lot of people I've been seeing in the comments say, I don't get front flipper knives. I don't like front flippers. I don't know why, because, you know, I do get some front flippers out there are very, very difficult to deploy, or, you know, like they beat up your thumb or something. But something like this, bro, effortless. And even check out the drop return. Right? I'm even overcompensating, as a matter of fact. It doesn't even take that much to close the blade. How cool is that? I'm digging it. Absolutely loving it so far. Oh yeah. and then you got this other deployment right here with the index finger. Oh, sign me up. All day right there. Yeah, absolutely 1000%. And of course we can deploy with the button as well. Very drop shotty on the return right there. Very nicely. Takes a little bit of timing it, of course, to get it right. And you know the ergos on this thing are going to be really, really good. So I feel like it's just a little bit shorter than the regular Corgi model. And it's just, perhaps, I want to say, yeah, most definitely a little bit larger than the Corgi Pup, right? So I did have a Corgi on hand. I gave it to a good friend of mine because it was orange, and he likes orange. That's his favorite color. I do have the Corgi Pup somewhere. So let me check that out. Doing some size comparisons here in a moment. But I figured, let me set down the knife. A lot of times I'm like, Miguel, put the knife down. I want to take some pictures. All right, there you go. Take all the pictures you want right there, enjoying this gray background right here. Absolutely killing it right here. I mean, listen, Vosteed just absolutely killing it with the Vanker lock and also their button-operated liner locks. I mean, those are two sweet locking mechanisms through and through. So I am absolutely here for it, 1000%. Checking them side by side, there is a Porcupine. Here is the new Corgi V, right? And V is for victory. I'm just kidding. V is for Vanker lock, obviously. And here is that Corgi Pup, right? So there's a little bit of everything to choose from with Vosteed, right? This is a smaller version, also very nice and cool on the DL. The fact that the blade also tucks in, right, completely into the handle. I absolutely love knives that do that. Obviously, this is going to be a little bit shorter. The full-size Corgi, right, it's going to be maybe like a quarter, half-inch bigger, longer by comparison. And speaking of the banker lock, right, check out the Akita right there. This one also has aluminum handles. And this is what I mean, right? This one has a reversible pocket clip, a little cutout section right there. So that's the Akita, about somewhat more or less the same size, maybe the Akita being a hair longer. Here is the Shilin cutter, which also rocks the V anchor lock. I mean, V anchor lock is slowly but surely becoming one of my favorite locking mechanisms. Of course, this thing is going to be really, really strong. It has basically one thick bar that gets wedged in between the blade. There's a cutout in there specifically holding it in place, right? Super, super strong locking mechanism, and also very easy to manipulate, of course. Just got to push a button basically. And so absolutely sweet from that standpoint. Again, all these knives are linked down below if you guys want to check out prices, availability, and variants. Here is the PM2 and Para 3, just to show you a few more of the typical knives you guys probably own. Right, it is a little bit shorter than the Para 3 by comparison. And here's the Demko AD 20.5 and the Kunwu Chad, right? Those are going to be a little bit larger as well by comparison. I mean, when it comes to, you know, EDC size, or it definitely has a good EDC, unless you're someone like the folks I've been seeing in the comments, Miguel, I only carry the big knives, right? Nothing but big knives over 4 inches all day. Well, you'll be surprised. There's people out there, myself included, right, who do definitely enjoy a, you know, medium EDC, which is what this one feels like, more or less. I will give you a quick measurement on it, right, just so you know, a little bit over 7 inches, so it is going to be a little bit larger than, say, Kershaw Leak or Civivi Elementum. We got 3 inches on the blade, 3 inches cutting path, and that handle is going to be just over 4 inches, like 4.05, 4.1. So definitely check your local laws, right? What length blade can you carry, if you can carry. And you already know we're going to get scientific with it here. We got a piece of paper. We got the 5x zoom here for some extra drama. Getting a feel for the blade here. Oh yeah, it feels nice and sharp and toothy and ready to go into material. No doubt about it. Wow, yeah, definitely a good slicer right there out of the box. That's the thing about Vosteed knives. They always come really, really sharp out of the box. Never had any issues, right? 0 complaints ever with a dull knife somewhere. Never the case. Enough, you know, if you check out the Vosteed playlist here on the channel, you'll see, right, all of the different scientific cutting tests I've done. And yeah, no issues there whatsoever. Single wall piece of cardboard here, cutting at a diagonal angle for better performance. Bam. Oh yeah, flat grind putting in work. Also noticing you have plenty of jimping right here in this section. And if that wasn't enough, well, you got even more jimping right here towards the front. So I absolutely dig that as well. I mean, come on now. Effortless, not even sweating it. And absolutely destroyed that cardboard as well. Good plunge grind situation right here. I do like this little section. Almost looks like a finger choil of sorts. So I guess you could make it work as a finger choil if you wanted to. I mean, through and through, that is a very, can't deny that that is a very elegant knife. There's different colorways available, especially with the aluminum. And again, you do have at least, I think, 2 colors with the G10 as well. So you definitely would want to check it out. It is going to be linked down below, just like every other knife you saw in this video. And do let me know, right, on a scale from 1 through 10, how sharp is it, right? Rate that factory edge, 10 being the sharpest. You all let me know. But of course, you guys let me know your thoughts on this one. What do you like about it? What do you love about it? Is there anything you dislike about it? Let me know, and let's hang out in the comment section down below. One thing is for sure, I am a sucker for very, you know, slim knives that have a blade tucking into the handle like this, right? Very nice and, you know, slick on the DL, if you know what I mean. And of course, I mean, Vosteed is just absolutely killing it with all the awesome knives that they are recently releasing. Tell you what, if you haven't checked out Vosteed knives yet, you absolutely owe it to yourself to check out their lineup. Chances are there's something you're absolutely going to love. They have pretty much a knife for anybody under the sun. So shout out to them for sending this one out for me to check out and share with you guys. Hope you guys really enjoyed this one. If you made it to the end, you're the real MVP. Hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care, and I'll see you on the next one, either this one or this one. Peace.